beautiful day. There are, I'm feeling the heat of the sun. I'm feeling the coldness of the sun on me right now. I'm feeling the heat of the moon and the coldness of the sun. People have said that. The fact that I think it's funny, probably it would not be funny. It would be funny to you, but not the audience. And already after me. Okay, so I do the spot. I go on. I'm swimming upstream. The crowd, they say the whole night, like, they're okay. Little stiff, little, they're, it's not great. But they're, so then I go up. Already after me. And you saw it. And they were laughing at my old jokes, good laughs at like these basic old happy jokes. But anything that was like a little, I don't even want to say dark, a little off path, they would like groan. And then their groans led to nothing. They just like they were like sensitive. But here's the deal. It was an early show. They were sensitive. And I didn't bomb. But I didn't do great. Okay, so here's the deal. I think they're already after me. Ask me, because I did cardio, I worked out, I didn't eat like a full meal, I have some stuff on my mind, but I'm gonna blame it more on not eating a full meal. Basically, I snacked during the day, and then I ate a can of, I had tuna, carrots, protein bars. I wasn't starving, but I would think the combination of not eating a completely full meal, but also the cardio, my heart, I was a little edgy, if you want to look at it that way. I would say maybe I was a little. Hello from Kentucky. Meaning that when they groaned, it bothered me, and then it affected the next joke where they didn't laugh at all, and then I had to like fight my way out, get something, and then also I was the last comedian. They were tired. They had seen over. Watch out, roads. Oh, I'm watching the show. Okay. You saw the Periscope. You saw how I reacted. So the news I gave you was maybe I didn't eat enough. Maybe it was the caffeine. Maybe it was the exercise because I did cardio. Okay. So PayPal Meals on Wheels. Help me out. Oh, that would be awesome. Good morning. Oh, wow. Deliver food. I deliver food. Interesting. Okay, so, hi everybody. You're listening to Stephen Brody Stevens Sunday Stroll. I haven't looked at your comments, and I do apologize. But good morning. Much love, B. Read your comments and talk. That's why I wear the glasses, and plus my eyes are bloodshot. I'm self-conscious about things, and it is Sunday. Okay, so I let you know that maybe I had too much caffeine, maybe I worked out too much, maybe I didn't eat enough. Number one. All right. So, you saw. Yes, clear day. The front rows were laughing, but like the back rows weren't at all. It was just not great. You saw. So I'm walking down the hallway. Now here's the information. Walking down the hallway. After I turned off the Periscope and I was just going back into the original room to pick up my beanie. It's a clear day. Hi, Brody. Over there. So I'm going up there and I hear the guy, some guy, it looks like an Axl Rose rocker guy. Picture Axl Rose, a little thinner, a rocker type guy, maybe in his mid-40s. Morning, how did the two go? He's talking to some other guys there. I don't even know if they were together because I didn't think they were together. And I see him say something like, yeah, I don't know why they put Brody up at the end. It just makes me, not want to come back. That's what I heard him say that 2 sets ago. Well, I had 3 sets. Walk up to him. I was behind him when he said that. He was in the hallway in the back. And I go up to, I go, because you sucked as an audience. Oh yeah, right. You were terrible. So that's what you get. And then he said something, you're pushing, hey, I go, fuck you. I go, F. I probably said F you. I said, F you. Oh, now you're insulting me. Yeah, don't pop off. And then he walked out. I told him that, and he just kept walking. And then I just like let it go after that. But it was like, it upset New York. So it was like, and here's the deal. That's what happened. So that I'm walking, he says that, and I said something. So now, I was fine because I mean, it was like people were coming up to me, Carolina, hello from set. But he didn't like it for whatever reason. And the reason why, if a guy is willing to say, this guy sucks after the show, he's negative, why do they put him on? You didn't give me a chance to begin with. So you affected the crowd. Bottom line is, you sucked. Crowd, yes, they did. Whatever. So I got it out of my system. But I got worked up a little bit, and I said, you know what? It's the caffeine. It was everything. It was everything. It was everything. No, it's not front kick worthy. And yeah, it was a jerk. Talk about it. You. And that's what, and then that's what happened. So then I had to relax, right? I had to relax because I had another show in like 45 minutes. So I walked next door. I didn't want to deal with the guy on the patio. I didn't want any confrontation. I just left. I did my spot. I said, I have 2 more shows. Because there's an extra thing that happens. I go, the hotel next door, you look like an alcoholic. I go next door and I catch an Uber. And hello from Boston. I go next door and I catch an Uber and I go to the Improv, and I wanted to make sure I had a good show because the hangover was on today. Was it me? Am I out of it? Am I not connecting? Do I have a problem? This is the stuff that goes through your head. This is the stuff that goes through your head. So I ate a little more, a little bit. It's Brody in the Valley, put a snake in there. Your support, guys. I just want to kind of get the story out, just give you an update, and then I'll continue. Almonds, yeah, almonds. Everyone was in a strange mood. Yeah, I think you're right. I think you're right. Everybody was in a strange mood because of the executive orders. I think you are right. I didn't even give it a thought. You got it. That's professional I am. I did not even give it a shot. Hey, but didn't Obama had executive orders in 2016? Trump is only enforcing what Obama did. Nobody said anything. So let's send out the paid protesters. Don't you realize these protesters are getting... I'll put a snake in your Uber. Most of them, you're falling for it. 11 guys said, okay, hold on. We'll get this. You got to chill for a little bit. Sorry. What? Why is that such a big deal? Obama did the same thing. Protect. He'll be riding with a snake. He brings crosses down pod. I don't get it at all. I'm not going to get involved, and I just don't even talk about it. Doesn't matter. Why do I even need to lower myself to those levels? When you're right, you're right. It's hypocritical and lies. They're paying rappers, number one. Number two, Obama did the same thing and nobody said anything. It's all hypocritical. It's okay. You have to do that when you're dealing with nutcases, when you're dealing with brainwashed, when you're dealing with the 1% elite. because of the social media you created today by the, okay, that was your downfall. And I told you, I kept telling you, people don't like Hillary. You didn't want to listen to Brody. You just wanted to fire him from shows and shame him on Twitter. And I said, people aren't a fan of Hillary. And I wasn't, and I showed it. I was like showing you guys that. You always brighten up my day. And I got beat down, and now look how unhappy they are. If they listened to me, they could have brought me and gave me some money. And then I could have maybe helped them out. Pay me. I'll meet you halfway. I'll bring people together. Didn't happen. So now, yeah, lots of fans, and yeah, I can't work in this town, but you're miserable. That's a good trade-off. I'll sleep in my car, not work in this town, and the trade-off is you're miserable. I'll do that. That's fair to me. Because it's not about being funny. If it was about being funny, North Carolina bride. Oh, I would be working, but it's not, because I'm old. There's ageism that people don't talk about. Why aren't they protesting ageism? Why aren't I out there doing that? I didn't do anything. There's sexism, there's ageism, there's Judaism. It's one of my. You're there for a wedding. That's cool. Big wedding. Yep. Anyway, I'm just being honest. I was telling, you saw my tweets. Go ahead and look at my timelines. I was saying, never Hillary. That wasn't necessarily about me. It was, but I was also channeling the energy of the road. Look, a guy going out on the road, a guy doing audience warm-up. I told you. I said, these people never talk to the audiences. I do. But I get fired? You don't even talk to them. You don't care about them. I care. I fired. Because you're elite. You got your everything. Beautiful. Your benefits, your thing. Audience warm-up, last to be hired, first to be fired. That's what happens. All my problems happen in difficult situations. Yes. When I was railroaded. It is nice today. Yeah, maybe I argued with the guy sitting at I didn't have road rage. I wasn't running out in the street like I am now. I wasn't periscoping to a selfie stick. I wasn't. My eyebrows weren't perfect. Oh, yeah, lemon. It is nice today. I'll wave. People are weird about being on Periscope. And I'm by myself. Oh, Girl Scout cookies. $5. It is nice today. Hi. $5 for the cookies. They're Girl Scout cookies, but I think they're scared of me. I have $10. Should I get them cookies? They didn't even like want me to come over. That's what we're dealing with. They wouldn't let me come over. They're looking at me, they go, he's not one of us. I got turned down. Girl Scout cookies. I would have bought a box. Well, Brody, you have a hat on, glasses, and a selfie stick. But you're in Hollywood. What do you expect? You're in show business. Whatever. You're listening to the Stephen Brody Stevens Steps with Stroll, Strolling and Stepping. So here was the deal. I went to the Improv, had a good set. I was happy with it. I was mellow. I was state. Hi, because of you guys, to be honest, you said it wasn't you. Brody, we love you. It wasn't you. Guys, keep saying it wasn't him, because we have to talk him down. It wasn't you. They were bad. You will not divide me. You will not divide me. You will not divide me. You will not divide. It wasn't bad. It was. Stephen Brody Stevens, and welcome. It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. Anyway, so then I went to the Improv and I was mellow like I am now. Because I think the caffeine, that initial, was out of my system. And then mellow at the Improv, ding, 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 jokes, talking. I come to Sunday with Steve. I think I taped. No, I didn't. No recording of it. No recording. But it was fine. Then, because I got it going here. Then I had a 12:15 spot at the Laugh Factory. Laugh Factory's a tough place, you know, lately. You don't know what you're getting. The crowds are different from the Comedy Store. They're different. I just decided it's different. All three clubs are different, actually. The Comedy Store has one type of crowd for the most part. The Improv has their kind of crowd, and the Laugh Factory has their kind of crowd. I would say Improv's more like dedicated. They're fans. Fans come out to see their performers there, switch it up, you know. I think that, and then friendly people into comedy. Friendly people, I would say work groups, I would say friendly people, parties, family get-togethers, industry. It's a warm vibe at the Improv. Laugh Factory, it's a warm vibe. People say, oh, Steps with Steve. It's a warm vibe, but the crowds are they're hard to get a hold of. They're right now. And I think are they Latino? Are they Persian? Are they from the Inland Empire? Are they African American? It's a big mix, and it's hard, you know, it's hard there. But here's the Steps with Steve. Steps is the same thing every day. So I went on, I did a 20-minute set. Fraser Smith brought me up. There's about 100 people in there. They had seen 2.5 hours of comedy. I get up, and the first joke, they kind of laugh, then they're not laughing, then it's weird, then it's like, gotta laugh, not laughing, weird, nothing, and then I don't have time to watch a Periscope. After like 5 minutes, I just started talking, doing crowd work, they started warming up to me. That was what I did. That is what I did. Instead of getting mad, I took the 5 minutes of like, it was my fault. I came out too hot the first 5 minutes. I have time maybe to listen to a podcast a little bit, but I wasn't in a red zone. It was just like, okay, I'm not comfortable. They're not comfortable. They're not, maybe they don't know who I am. There's a whole weird thing there, you know, the executive orders, I guess. But the crowd, they're very like pockety. There's a white guest every day. Couple here, black couple, Latino. It's very like mixed up. There's not like a flow because it's bright. Whereas at the Comedy Store, it's dark and they all look blended in together. People are blended in. When you're at the Laugh Factory, you really see, you see their groups, you see their faces, and you see like sometimes how corny they look. To be honest with you. Like, ooh, it's kind of dressed kind of, because you're upright. Improv is medium. Okay, that being said, so I went up, and first 5 minutes were a little shaky, and I go, no, I'm not going to do it. I want to do well. There is a crowd here. I can get them. I did North Hollywood the other night with 80% Latino, African American, 5% white / other. So, and I did well. That's why what's about doing stand-up. You got to get up on stage. I did the Ha Ha Cafe on Thursday. It was crowded, and so I just switched it up. And I did good. I got over that fear. So when I was up at the Laugh Factory, it was kind of a similar crowd as to what it was on Thursday. So I all that caffeine at that point was out of my system, and I went up and I did my. Then I started doing crowd work, and then these girls were talking. They liked when I ripped on them. I switched it up. They liked a little bit. So the bottom line is, I had a good set. It was I had to work them a little bit. It was work, but it was a good set. Fraser Smith said you did a really good job, and he's there all the time. He's like a legend, Fraser Smith. He's at the Comedy Store. He's at the Laugh Factory. He's seen everything, and he's a big supporter of. Okay, so Brody. And he's a sports guy, and he knows he's smart. The legendary Fraser Smith. So he said, good job. That was a victory. Good job. So that felt good. People are cool at the Laugh Factory. And hopefully there'll be some more shows there. Comedy Store. Well, why not? Why not just grow all the clubs? Hey, get all rooms going. Here's the deal. Last night, just to give you get them all going. Look, I played all 3 clubs last night, and I was parked at the Comedy Store the whole time. That's what I did. I did it, and I showed you. So right now, I got to go get some coffee. Then I'm actually going to the Comedy Store to help out some guys. They want to read a script, and I'm just trying to fill up my schedule, be positive, listen to tapes. I had 3 spots. I need to get cardio in. I need to get more cardio in. Your heart's a muscle, and I feel like maybe some of my health, if you want to look at it that way, like my body, little aches and pains, and also maybe some of my anxieties or depression. I feel like I need to do some cardio. It's proven. It's proven that at least I'm walking. I had 3 spots last night. I'm maintaining, I'm walking, but I'm not hiking. I'm not getting the incline, I need to work my heart. And you can tell your body, if you ignore your heart, it gives you signs like, hey, I'm going to give you a little bit of a soreness. I'm going to give you a little bit of a sharp thing just to let you know. And 9:15 at the Comedy Store, because my heart was beating last night from cardio. And I go, wow, this is the first time in 2 months my heart was beating not out of anger. Not that it was anger. I don't know. It was good. It reminded me of how important cardio was. And I never did a ton of cardio growing up. I mean, I would do just enough. So I feel that I think if I start cranking that cardio a little more, and I'll be more than happy to Periscope from a spin bike, get that going, get that cardio, get the spin bike, get the bicycling, start doing that. Then we'll work into weights lightly. Don't want to overdo it. Yes, eventually I will get in to more weight. It's greasy. 9:15 at the comments. Thank you very much. You've been listening to Stephen Brody Stevens' Positive Push, Strolls with Steve. You know what I worked on right there? Just speaking. I'm working on my speaking. I don't running, maybe I'll run in somewhere. I got to get going, guys. Thank you very much. I'll see you later. You got it. We're in the my elbow. I don't know. I will. Maybe I'll drum in Detroit. Maybe I'll practice later today. But I'm gonna go get coffee. Diction on point. What's the ice cream prices today? I don't think they've changed for a long time. I think that's just a decoy. All right, I got to go into Starbucks, and then I got to original room. Go to the Comedy Store. I'll talk to you later. Thank you very much. Have a great Sunday afternoon. I'm under a lot of pressure to cross Laurel Canyon with the tilted pelvis, gangly extremities, and we'll see how that goes. But then I have to think that then I had put it into cardio. I'm going to put it into stand-up. I put your potential anxiety causing energies into cardio and comedy, the 2 C's, cardio and comedy. CC Music Factory, CNC Music Factory. What did that stand for? Cardio and comedy. Went on at 11. Yeah. All right, guys, I got to go. Thank you very much. Enjoy it. 11:30 at the Improv Lab with Jeff Richards, his show, and then I went on at 12:15 at the Laugh Factory. Okay, so here's the deal. The 9. Yes. So I periscoped it. Now here I went up, and one of the other comedians said it was like you were a salmon swimming upstream the whole time. And you know what? That was a great way to describe it. I did feel like a salmon swimming up. You know, I've been to the Northwest. I've been to Vancouver, British Columbia, beautiful Alaska. So it was kind of a sign when he said, you were salmon. Called me a fish, basically. So the deal was, I'm walking, by the way. It's hot. The sun is on me.